Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Mermaids are the most discussed mythological marine creatures, and time again, they're sighted around the globe. From a mermaid sunbathing on a dock to a mermaid sighted on a cliff, here are the top 10 most shocking mermaid sightings around the globe. Mermaid sighted on a cliff. A mermaid was trying to relax on a rock, and she found a place beneath a cliff where she could pass more time in the sun without being seen by people. Humans, on the other hand, are inquisitive beings, just like this man, who was minding his own business and going his own way until he observed something out of the ordinary along the shore. He took out his camera and started shooting. Well, the video is not very clear, but it's apparent that the woman was a mermaid who jumped into the water as soon as she noticed the man. This footage is clear evidence that mermaids still exist. What's your take on this? Fisherman caught mermaid. Some fishermen caught a giant fish in their net, which they could feel by the movement and weight. They grabbed the net from the water, completely unaware how they'd captured a mermaid instead of a fish. As soon as the net was brought into the boat, the creature trapped in it began to strive to free itself. During the battle, the suspicious creature attempts to attack one of the guys, and the camera captures its webbed hand, which is identical to that of many semi-aquatic creatures. Unfortunately, as the video quality is low and the camera is continuously shaking, there isn't much to see, but it's enough to demonstrate that the marine creature caught by the fisherman was a mermaid. Now that's what you call a lucky catch. Mermaid sunbathing on a dock. This supposed mermaid was weary of swimming underwater and decided to sunbathe on a dock, but she overlooked the fact that she had no privacy on land. Despite the poor quality, the man managed to capture the mermaid very well and for an extended period of time, unlike many other mermaid films in which we barely get a glimpse of the much debated species. The mermaid was basking in the sun and flapping her tail in delight, but she became enraged when she discovered she was being photographed without her consent. She shouted as she stared at the man dead in the eyes. When she realized the man would not stop being audacious, she dove into the water, and the tape came to an end. What are your thoughts on this encounter? Do you believe it was real or not? Fisherman saw a mermaid. A fisherman was having a happy day at the beach when he heard splashing sounds nearby. He was startled to see a big fish-like tail emerge from the water when he turned to face the direction. The creature looked to be struggling or being captured. The lower half of the creature was uncovered and it had a big fish-like tail. But as we know, fish don't behave like that, do they? That was the exact thought of the fisherman. The upper body was immersed and moving in a strange manner, and the gentleman realized it needed help, but he lacked the confidence to go forward with it because anyone would be afraid of the common misconceptions about mermaids that they attack people who come near them. Mermaids attacking workers. Despite the fact that we don't have a full clip to back up the story, which made bigger news in Zimbabwe, the event occurred in a tiny town named Gakwe in Zimbabwe, and according to preliminary media sources, several laborers working on the building of a dam complained about being harassed by mermaids. Yes, you heard that correctly, mermaids attacking humans. In any case, this is the polar opposite of what generally occurs. The construction workers were installing water pumps at the dam when they came across half-human, half-fish creatures. The creatures, who the employees claimed were mermaids, became enraged and attacked them. To save their lives, the terrified and astonished employees quit the job. The authorities then swapped them with a different crew, but guess what? The replaced team also left for the same reason as the previous ones. So, were there really mermaids, or was something weird going on? Only God knows the truth. Mermaid swimming in the water. This is an amazing video of a mermaid swimming smoothly over the waves. She was swimming casually because she didn't have to worry about humans interfering with her, but can mermaids know the existence of cameras? We use them to track objects not just on ground but also undersea. The mermaid realized this at one point and swam higher and away. It looks like mermaids are quite real. Fisherman catches a dead mermaid. Fishing is a key source of revenue for every city located near a wetland ecosystem. However, not all fish are caught on those fishing lines. In 2014, a fisherman on New Zealand's South Island captured a suspicious-looking creature. They initially mistook its body as a person who had died. After careful examination, the local authorities determined that the remains were not fully human. There was no denying that the upper part of the body looked like a human, and the remaining part of the body looked like a fish. We all know what that is. A mermaid. It was an unusual find that naturally sparked a lot of discussion across New Zealand. The cops were as perplexed as the rest of the public. They sought the assistance of scientific and anthropological specialists from the University of Auckland to help them solve the mystery surrounding this discovery. It looks like they'd found a mermaid. Mermaid spotted in Australia. Millions of people have seen the original footage, and the majority of them believe this is a true mermaid encounter, which you can see for yourself. It appears that a real mermaid was filmed in Australia while recording the abundant marine life of the Australian waters. The underwater camera captured an almost flawless image of a mermaid. The first few seconds of the footage are so quiet and beautiful that an unwary guy must have truly enjoyed it, but suddenly, at the very end, a mermaid appears. The important thing to note is that the advent of the mermaids has no effect on the other species. If it had been anything unfamiliar to them, they would have responded in some manner. Thus, I find this footage to be rather believable. Coast Guard spot a mermaid. Someone released security camera footage showing UK Coast Guards on a night rescue attempt. The two guards may be seen in the video supposedly spotting a mermaid. Both guards initially assumed it was a seal walking in the deep water, but after closer inspection, one of them stated that it was not a seal, but something really strange. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. The subscriber's pick. Today's subscriber pick is the picture of a mermaid sitting on a rock. In the mid-1960s, passengers traveling in a ferry near British Columbia spotted something unusual. They witnessed a woman sitting on a rock for an hour near an ocean, but it was no ordinary woman, as she had the upper body of a woman and the lower part of a fish. A few days later, the mermaid made the headlines, and prize money of $250,000 was also offered by the government to capture the mermaid. People started discussing if the mermaid was real or a figment of the passenger's imagination. Later on, it was discovered that the mermaid was fake, and the story was made to promote the local fishing resort. Now, that's one hell of a story that could even promote fishing in the Sahara Desert. The Indian Mermaid. On December 10, 2017, fishermen from India caught a real-life mermaid in their fishing nets. The fishermen didn't want to catch the majestic creature, but somehow it got stuck in the nets and got itself caught. The video of the creature was uploaded on the internet that showed a creature that was half beast and half fish. Unlike other mermaids, this mermaid didn't have half a human body. People around the globe reacted to the uploaded pictures and videos and said that a real mermaid was caught by the lucky fisherman. Bonus entry for the subscribers. Mermaid in Karachi, Gwadar. Though we are unsure of the validity of these photographs because they've been utilized by various YouTube channels with different backstories each time, we believe that if these photos are authentic, they've been noticed in two separate locations in Pakistan, Karachi and Gwadar. Unfortunately, I only have one decent yet brief piece of footage of this mermaid. She washed up on the beach, coated in muck and sand. There are no further clips, but the images appear to be quite real and realistic. What are your thoughts about them? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.